Hello everyone, welcome to PRESSO. I'm your host, Lisa. When the Russians finally left Kherson on November 11, 2022, the city was a stunned quiet. People poured into the main square with blue and yellow flags, hugging soldiers and chanting, "Freedom!" The relief was palpable, but the joy was short-lived. The war has changed, and Kherson has become a front-line city that lives in the shadow of drones and artillery. Now streets are mostly empty. The people who remain navigate a daily survival game. They move behind walls or under thin nets of plastic mesh that are stretched over buildings, a makeshift barrier against the low-flying drones that glide above shattered windows and empty courtyards. 4 million city has 5,000 staff, 400 vehicles, 10 cams, each 20 drones, 5,000 guns to 500 surveillance cams. Chief Vedomany Forces excels in drone tactics. EWF teams like the 310th SEP, Marini Dubuff Bats sit in dim rooms with screens, listening for a drone. They jam signals, disable batteries, and watch live feeds. It is a quiet battle in the sky, but one that keeps many civilians safe. The everyday lives of Kherson's residents are stitched together with the same fragile threads that hold the city together. Olha Komenitska runs a tiny flower kiosk in the bomb-scarred center of the city. Her red and white roses spill from a bucket, a splash of color amid the gray. Her husband's greenhouses were destroyed. He passed away, and she blames the war for his heart condition. A shell once flew over her head, and she survived. Because she bent down. She protected herself against the shrapnel. Now she closes early and walks by the walls, always listening for that low, screeching sound. That means a drone is nearby. She smiles when she remembers day of liberation. But the memory is bittersweet. Children have moved underground. In former apartment basements, kids sit at tables. They play chess and checkers. They laugh under posters. They teach breathing techniques for anxiety. Chess coach Oksana Koroshevina says the club is now a safe space where children can meet and make friends, rather than a training ground for competition. Artem Salenko practices boxing with friends. He does this in another basement. He says fear has dulled over time, but the nights still feel heavy. He can't fall asleep after a shelling episode. Kherson streets are still quiet, but the city remains alive. Post offices and bus stops are still open. Concrete slabs absorb blast. Cement bunkers wait for the next shell. The netting and the electronic shield above keep civilians safe from the drones that hover like unseen predators. The city continues to survive one day at a time, under the watchful eye of those who protect it from above. That's all for this episode. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any global news.